thing they didn't want to give us. And we set up our own pension fund, which was really a blessing. It grew very fast. And we were able to go on, put people who reached a certain age on a pension that same year. And those of us who were party members, worked and fought and struggled in the union, organized shops, got new members, went on strikes, raised our wages, and did all the things that the unions do. But shortly after that, of course, I became a victim of McCarthy. I was never jailed, but I was what they call cited. They sent a letter to me, wrongly. They sent it to my sister-in-law, who had the same name as I do. But they notified the lawyer, so I went along. And I had to go to hearings. And I had to, we found out that certain people were stool pigeons that we didn't know. My case was in with the Roscoe Proctor, Bill Abelson case. And they went to Washington to the trials, and they did that. But the case was that time thrown out. And we went on from there. We had struggles, and we grew. There were struggles with the United Labor Party and with this and with that, and we had, and despite McCarthy and what he was trying to do, we continued to fight. The fact that we are still here and we'll always be here attests to that. But we fought and we grew, and somewhere in there, I'm not sure at what sequence, they arrested the Rosenbergs. And that became another big struggle that we had to mount. In Harlem. And the people fought with us, worked with us as much as they could, even though we had many black people that told us we wasn't going to win that fight because they had had so many experiences themselves of frame-ups and intimidation and that sort of thing. But they fought along with us. We didn't really win that case, but it was a case that people know about because they were in the struggle. And aside from the Rosenberg case, In Harlem, there was Willie McGee that they framed up and killed, and many, many other lynch and cases that they framed up people and killed. I remember one case of the people, this time I don't remember the name, but they shot women. I think it was 2 women and 2 men that they killed in North Carolina. And all these cases were cases that we fought. We fought around Selma, Alabama. And many of our people went to Selma on that march, from Selma to Montgomery. That's just one case in the annals of struggle. We helped to take people to Washington, to the Martin Luther King rally, and every major rally I can think of, around housing, around jobs, around peace. Our party has been in the middle of the struggle.
I want to talk
now a little bit about the party, what it's meant to me. And really, the first thing it meant to me that I learned really about the party, that it was a working class party, and the working class is the basis of society. There were sections in my hometown in Birmingham that I was taught to shun because the people were rowdy, they said, and they were this and all kinds of derogatory things. But I later learned that they were the basis of society, that the mines wouldn't go, and the mills wouldn't go, and the factories wouldn't go without those very same people, and that they were it. And the party has given me really strength and ammunition and an understanding of the world that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the party. I can remember a personal incident. I lost my son. He died. And I honestly think I would have committed suicide then because I didn't have anything else but that boy. And he was the most important thing in my life, and I think I would have blown my brains out if I didn't have the party then. The Communist Party. And it's helped me through struggles of keeping bread on the table and keeping a roof over my head and our head, and of living. And I've really enjoyed in organizing people and talking to people and knowing that I had taught people something they didn't know. And the party needs the fight. I think the party needs to be in the street with sound trucks like we used to have, and organizing the people. There should now be a movement for the unorganized, for the working class who are unemployed, and for these horrible housing conditions. And for the rubble in the streets of Harlem, that is Harlem, and all over the country, the filth. because the workers got nothing but their chains to lose. And if you're working and got a good job, your chains are gold. But if you're not working, they are iron or steel or whatever they're made of, but they're still chains. And it's necessary, I think, to build the Communist Party and to strengthen the Communist Party.